Okay, so now that we have our Kaggle account set up, let's move on and explore the datasets that it provides. There are different options that Kaggle provides us. We can go along and explore the different datasets or join competitions, but we'll see how we can do that. Firstly, we'll go on the datasets option on the left-hand side and click on it. Now, we will be able to see all the different data sets that are available. So for example, these data sets belong to all the different genres. You can search for a specific data set based on your demand, or you can select the data sets that are already available. So for example, I want to do some research on a specific disease, which is malaria. So I'm simply going to click on it. And as you can see, it has loaded all the data sets that are related to malaria that people have published. So I can click on the data set that I like depending upon the upvotes that it has. It is generally a good idea to go along and see how many votes each data set has. So it gives you a proper idea of how good the data set would be, and idea of how many people have actually worked on it. So for example, here we can see that this data set has around 1258 votes, and it has also received a gold medal. So I'm simply going to click on this data set. We can go along and read all the description that the author has provided. We can see that he has provided the cell images in two categories, which are paraticized and uninfected. We can also go along and download the data set if we want to use it on our own system. And we can also leverage the Kaggle platform to use this data set. How we can do that? We can simply click a new notebook, and this option, what this would do is it would create a cloud Jupyter notebook for us, and we can work on Kaggle platform, and we do not have to leverage our computer resources. We can leverage the Kaggle resources and then use this data set and work on it. So simply, if you like this data set and you want to work on it in future, what we are going to do is we are going to click on these three dot buttons, and here I can see different options, right? So what I can do is, if I want to share it with someone, I can click on the social share button, and it would give me a link which I can share with other people. Other than that, I can also bookmark the data set, and I can also add it to a collection that I want to use in the future. So for example, I want to keep track of all the medical data sets that I can find that are actually good and have a huge amount of upvotes, right? So I'm simply going to click on this add to collection button, and here I can simply go on and create a new collection which would be of medical data sets, and simply add this data set to this collection. Okay, once I'm done with it, I can simply go back to this home button, and here I can see that I'm back to the main page. I can simply click on this icon on the top right corner, as you can see, and click on your work. Here I have different options such as collections, code, dataset, and everything. These are all the things that you will be working on. This is your personal sort of dashboard in which you have log of everything. So for example, if I click on this collection button, I can see that now I have two collections. The one collection that I've just created is this medical datasets collection. If I click on it, I can see that the malaria cell images dataset is added over here. So the same way, you can go back and add multiple datasets that you wish to work on in the future, and then you can start working on them. Now that we have covered the datasets part, in the next video, what we are going to do is we are going to take the same dataset, create a virtual cloud-based Jupyter notebook, and then see how we can set up that notebook and then start coding using this data set. So I'll see you in the next one.